As someone that doesn't drink, that doesn't smoke, I have this crazy addiction and it is very scary. And yeah, I know something called the three vices, right? And it's either you drink, you smoke, or you humanize. So I should be talking about the last one, which is humanizing, right? Wrong. Because even before I got into my serious relationship, I wasn't even really comfortable, sharing my energy with a lot of people. I'm someone that just likes staying focused, right? So sharing my energy and having to talk with different people at the same time wasn't really going to work for me. And when I say I don't drink, I don't smoke, I'm not even doing all of these things because of religious or any extra moral reasons. I don't drink and I don't smoke because of my own personal reasons. There are things that doesn't just work for me. Like, I don't just find happiness or any sort of satisfaction from it. And that is why I don't do it. So if I don't do these things, what is my addiction then? What is my crazy addiction? It definitely cannot be that bad. Well, my addiction is I like taking risks. And I know it sounds crazy, right? But I'm going to explain it. So I remember when I started as a graphic designer, right? One of the first thing in my head was to leave home immediately. And when I mean leave home, it wasn't just solely because I was already making money or anything. It was because I was ready, even as a young boy then, I was ready to take it to the next level. Because I was looking at my mentor then, Amazing Clef. He had his own personal studio. He was creating all these amazing, nice photographs. And I want to do that as well, right? And even though I was way younger than him, I didn't see myself as young, right? I remember I took my mom to the island then to get an apartment, and the apartment was like 1.9 million naira then. I was just 18, 19 years old. My mom said no. As someone that is coming from Ogun State, getting an apartment on the island like that was very, very scary for my mom, but it was something I wanted to do, right? And that was one of the things that led me to going to school to set up my studio, because I felt like, okay, since you won't allow me to get my own apartment, if I go to school, you'll feel secure that, okay, I'm in school, then I can get my own apartment and set up my own studio. And that is why when I made the video about me dropping out from school, some people really didn't get it, because it's just part of me taking risk, right? Because I knew that if I didn't drop out from school, then I'll later drop out from school. And how do I mean is that I was in school by myself. I was literally sponsoring myself through school. And school wanted to take my work from me. So if I'm not able to work, then I will not able to sponsor myself to school. And if I'm not able to sponsor my school, then I'll have to drop out. Do you understand? And I saw some comment about, oh, you can do both at the same time. Well, at that time, I was a professional. I don't know, maybe you understand. I was working for big brands, big individuals. And it takes some level of professionalism. It takes a level of working hard to maintain that relationship and to be able to be productive, right? So it wasn't going to be easy for me to, merge the pressure that comes with school. You have to read, you have to go to classes, you have to do all of those things and still maintain that my high level of professionalism, right? And that is why I knew that I could not drop my work for it, because definitely if I'm dropping my work, I'll be waiting till after school before I'm able to even have a stable life. And like I said, I was sponsoring myself to school. So there was no way I'll be able to sponsor myself to school if I drop my work. And I had to take that risk of dropping school for it. So when I talk about risk, most of the time, I'm not just taking silly risk or stupid risks, but it is something that people will consider as risk, right? And when I don't take those risks, I feel somewhat uncomfortable. Like somebody that is addicted to something will feel like. I can literally feel my chest beating fast. I start having this anxiety, I start oversleeping till I do another thing that is very risky or very bold or very uncomfortable for me before I feel that level of stability, right? Like recently, before I started focusing on my YouTube, I had a job that was paying me $2,200 every month. And I still wasn't comfortable. I just looked at it and I don't want to work here anymore. Because that is not my goal. That is not what I want to do in my life. I want to have my own brand. I want to be my own person. I've always been saying it. I want to be a superstar. I'm always comparing myself to the top people in different professions. I look at Rema, I'm like, if Rema can be that big, there's nothing stopping me from being big as well. I look at Tayo, I know, look at Korti, look at all these guys doing amazing things in their field. And I'm not going to go there by playing it safe, right? So when I told my family, my friends, about dropping the work, it was scary. Like, bro, what do you mean you're dropping the work that is paying you $2,200 per month in Nigeria, and you're working from home, right? And like I said, there's always a reason for me to drop, right? Even when I want to take risk, people will be like, you can do YouTube and still work at your firm, right? And still do your remote work. But do you think a job that is paying you $2,200 will give you chance to do any other things, right? It takes a very high level of working hard and showing up to be able to maintain that work. So except you want to lie to yourself, YouTube is also a full-time work. Creating is a full-time work. Creating for yourself is a full-time work. Some people think it's something that they can do on the side, and just, you're not going to see results. That's the truth, right? So I knew that if I try to do both together, I will later lose my work, and I'll be giving my YouTube half. I'll be giving my creativity, I won't be giving my creativity my full self. And on the long run, I'm going to end up failing at both, right? So I just had to take that risk to drop my work, right? And I started creating on YouTube, and before I knew it, my YouTube subscribers went from 10,000 to 20,000. I got monetized, and now my YouTube channel is doing decently well. When I post videos, I get views, I get comments. I even got discovered by some top people in Nigeria recently that shared my videos, commented on it, and that just makes me always want to take this risk, because I'm always seeing results, right? So I just know that from every uncomfortable situation I put myself, I am going to see results. And even later, when I did my work, after working my remote, I didn't still want to save the money. I didn't save the money, right? I just bought my car because I knew that it was going to make me happy, and then I'm going to be able to present myself even a little bit better, right? And even from my savings this year, I just took everything and saved it inside PiggyVest to get a quick interest, and I invested all of those interest into my field artist exhibition to paint 100 canvas in 24 hours, and I gave out all the canvases for free. I gave them all out for free. I wasn't even about to make money from it, right? And now I'm running broke because I don't have a work. My YouTube is not really paying me, though it's paying me now, but I think I have $49 in my account right now, and I still want to take more risk. And that just makes me feel like, am I being too reckless, right? And that's why I'm making this video, because at this point it feels like an addiction. And what actually triggered me to make this video is because today I was having this panic attack, I was having this anxiety. I started feeling like maybe I'm getting too comfortable. I need to do another thing that is risky, right? I just posted my new YouTube video, I Don't Stop, and I just felt like it's looking alike now. I need to switch it up. I need to tell better stories. I need to let people know that I know what I'm doing and I can do a lot better than what they are seeing currently. And now I'm starting to plan to travel to Ibadan, to just film something. And I started thinking, I need to get new outfits. Before I knew, I went on Temu to get some new clothes. I'm already spending. I'm running broke, and I'm still spending from the money that I'm supposed to maintain till my PiggyVest gets unlocked next year, for me to be able to recover from my spendings. And I still just took that risk to get the outfit, because I knew that I want to switch it up. I want you guys to know that I can do a lot more than what I'm doing currently. I'm just being restricted by some things, right? And I don't know if all of this makes sense, but this is just me. And it is, I can't lie, it gets very, very scary for me sometimes. I feel like I said, maybe I'm just too reckless, or I don't know what I'm doing. But like I said, my goal was never to be comfortable, right? It wasn't just to be able to eat today and not be able to eat tomorrow. It's about to be able to put my family, my friends, my loved ones, everyone around me, to be able to give them one of the best life that I can, right? To be able to put myself at the very, very top, right? I see myself as a very top person, and I know I'm not going to get there by being comfortable and by not taking risks. So maybe that is why I'm addicted to it, and maybe that is why I have this anxiety and panic attacks whenever I don't take this risk. Well, that will be the end of this video. If you can relate to what I'm saying, drop a comment. Let me know, is it too crazy? Does it make sense? Do you feel like that sometimes? And yeah, remember to keep creating, stay wicked. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video to someone. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.